Hi friends, it's Amanda and welcome to my Happy Arty Days channel. I'm here with you today as part of the Pinkfresh Studio Liquid Watercolor video hop. If you've just arrived here from Pinkfresh Studio, you're in the right place. If not, or you're a little unsure, please check my description below for all the details on where to start the hop, the prize and giveaway details, terms and conditions, and where to hop to next. So please be sure to check that description box below. You're currently seeing some past projects I've created for Pinkfresh Studio using these amazing colour intense liquid watercolours, and today I want to share with you just how versatile these paints can be as well. Starting with some watercolour paper, black gesso and my very old scruffy house paintbrush. And I've purposely chosen this brush today because I want that really raw textural look, that edgy look in those black stripes for my background. Now I chose black gesso over acrylic simply because I wasn't sure how much media I'd be applying when I started my layout, and best to play it safe. Texture paste, and this is where your paints are going to amaze you. Apart from being fabulous as a watercolour and an ink, they're also great as a colorant for media. Adding 2 drops of bubblegum to that amount of texture paste there. Working it in, it's so vibrant, but I work it down quite a bit to soften off that colour because I want mine just that little bit more pastel. Coming in with a stencil and literally buttering it on over the top with that palette knife. So easy, and yet you'll be amazed at how effective this is. So a really great way to use your paints and get a little bit more out of them. So you can have, every colour of the rainbow in texture paste now too. So just finishing off now, doing that last tidy sort of swipe over, making sure I have filled all my gaps. And here we go. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Now, I did make a little bit of a mess on the side. Here's the great thing about gesso. Because it was dry, of course, you can pull away on it and it's not going to move. So I'm able to, while the paste is still wet, pull away with a little bit of a wet cloth, tidy it up, and no worries. Now, I do dry between each area, so you won't see it on camera, but I do stop and heat gun dry it all before I move to the next spot because I don't want, of course, to smear that beautiful stenciling work that I'm doing. So working around my page along those stripes, adding that gorgeous bubblegum texture paste. I love how this looks, and I decide I'd like to do it again, and I'm coming in this time with my texture paste and some clementine. Now, when I've used clementine as a liquid watercolour, it's a very vibrant orange. So I expected it to go kind of a peachy tone. And I was surprised with just how much yellow was in the base of this paint. So it was a little more yellowed orange as I worked it down than I wanted it to be. So to keep it in the colour tone that I was hoping for, I added a tiny droplet of bubblegum as well. And giving it a good mix. And that's a great thing about this too, you can mix your colours as well. You're not just limited to one colour only at a time. And there we go, it's got that slightly more peachy pink apricot tone to it, and look, matching up beautifully with our simple and sweet blooms. So that's perfect for this page. Coming in now with some blooms in a stencil and going to apply this gorgeous new paste as well. So a little bit random, it's a little bit fun. That's the wonderful thing about mixed media. It doesn't have to be controlled. It can just be free and fun, and sometimes it's more about the process than the product at the end, isn't it? Look at that, fantastic. I'm so happy with how this looks, and I'm going to do one more colour, more of an accent and highlight colour. So not too much paste this time. Choosing the Emerald City Green, and I love this green because it has a real sort of a minty tone when you lighten it off. But of course, I had to do a huge droplet in a small amount of texture paste, and it's quite vibrant there. So going to soften it back down with a bit more texture paste. So I just saved mine at the end, popped it in a container, and I've now got mint texture paste for days. So that's okay. It is gorgeous though, look at that. It's like frosting a cake. That beautiful buttery icing, it's gorgeous. I love how this colour comes out. Really, really beautiful. And again, one of those accent tones that you'll see in our Simple and Sweet collection. So really drawing on those colours from the Simple and Sweet collection today in my layout. Last stencil, little highlight section. So smaller areas that I'm stenciling in. And this is just pretty. Look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful background. While that dries, I've prepared my cut file and backed it with papers from Simple and Sweet and BU collections, but mostly I'll be featuring the Simple and Sweet collection today. The cut file is a Paige Evans one from the Silhouette store, and I just love that frilly banner. It really works well with my beautiful ballerina photograph, so pretty frills and ballet things and all things girly girls, so yeah, just lovely. And those little bows, I'm not quite sure, but I have to tuck them up. I like that sense of dimension, so doing that now. And going to back my photo, and after I played around with paper for a while, I decided that vellum was the better option, just because I didn't want to steal away from that gorgeous background. And there's so much going on there, I didn't want to cover it too much. So just a layer of vellum beneath my photograph. And there we go. Popping it in now to the bottom of my page, tucking it into that gorgeous frilly banner. Very pretty. So off camera I have a bit of a play with my Simple and Sweet embellishments, and I've come up with a few that I'm just going to play around with a little bit more here and add as I go. A few sentiments. Goodness, she is goodness, she's a beautiful girl. And that goes perfect. So tying in with a lot of the peach and pink tones that you see in the Simple and Sweet with those gorgeous mint highlights. So hence why I chose those colours when we were creating that background. So the peachy pink and that lovely mint highlight. Very, very pretty, very girly. So lots of chipboard stickers you'll see so far. I love chipboard stickers. They're really good for dimension, aren't they? An epoxy sticker or two. And I just love these epoxy stickers. They are so glossy and beautifully made. They're just perfect for adorning all of your scrapbooking pages. Beautiful. On goes my photograph. And time for all the finishing embellishments now. So coming in with another sentiment. This one says, "You make me smile." Isn't that gorgeous? And some blooms, chipboard stickers and die cut ephemera. And as I said earlier, everything I'm using is pretty much from the Simple and Sweet collection. I did use one pattern paper from the BU collection in that frilly banner, but generally it is all from the Simple and Sweet collection. So a very pretty collection that I've certainly really loved creating with. I can't rave enough about this collection, and I know the new Indigo Hills is absolutely to die for. But sometimes it's nice to use up the last of your favourites before you move on. So here comes my title, Present and in Awe. Well, that pretty much sums up how we felt when we saw her on stage performing. We were present and we were completely in awe of her. Just beautiful. We're very proud of her. And yeah, more butterflies. You'll spot that extra butterfly. So now I have 3 butterflies because I need things in 3s, 5s or uneven numbers. So yeah, on we go. And I'm really loving how this is looking. I want to come in and add some enamel dots on all the bows just to make them look more finished, like they're pinned down, or yeah, the center of the bows. So on they go. And I think I had an odd number of the same size, so I've used both packets, but that's okay. More puffy stickers, and this one is for that other title down the base here, which says Sweet Memories, so my subtitle. And of course the lovely thing about this title, apart from they are sweet memories, is those gorgeous colour tones coming through again, so that peach and mint, and just popping against that black stripe in the background. Gold foil puffy stickers now, these are gorgeous. So some laurel leaves, just adding that touch of gold, some elegance to this page, and a little touch of warmth as well, I think, because you know the black and white is quite striking, and then we have that cool pink and the mint, and there's only really the peach that's quite warm, so it's nice to have that little pop of gold coming through as well. And I liked that frame. I was sort of tossing up, do I put it on or don't I, but I decided, you know what, let's just trim it and use it. So Move that piece, we don't need that. Yeah, look at that. Just a little highlight beneath my title as well. And some finishing touch gold hearts. Lovely. This is a really, really pretty page and I'm really enjoying creating this. So a couple last little hearts, and then I bring back my liquid watercolors. I've diluted the Emerald City and I'm adding it in as an accent beneath my photograph just to help it pop a little more. So you'll see it is quite diluted, but I love that gorgeous minty tone, of course, so really pretty. And then coming in as well with the bubblegum for some splatters. I think I was worried I would get too messy, so I painted a few of them. In I go again though, spreading that colour. And then with a little bit of the pure bubblegum, and I know it looks quite winey red in the palette tray there, but you'll see it's just that extra pop of pink on my page. And there we have it. We're pretty much done here. I really hope you've enjoyed watching my process today and that I've inspired you to use the Pinkfresh Studio liquid watercolours in a different way. Just beautiful. Lots of lovely close-ups coming for you now. Now remember, to enter the giveaway, you'll need to read the description box below. It tells you what to do there. There's also a link to take you over to Audrey's YouTube channel. She's next in the hop and has a gorgeous project planned for you. If you've enjoyed today, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for stopping by and good luck on the hop. Happy Arty days. Bye.